Ah, fuck me. I hit the fucking button. Shit. That's not heal. Okay, so the Black Ops 4 beta's over. So we gotta go back to this fucking game. And so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the beta again now. When I made that video, I don't know how far into the beta I was. I mean, you can check what level I actually was. I want to say I was like level 20. And after doing that video, you know, I played a decent amount. Like I hit a max level, which is 40 on PS4. Played a little bit of PC. I think only like 2 or 3 games though, because my mouse and keyboard skills are absolute dog shit. Like if you thought I was bad on with a fucking controller, like, do not put a goddamn mouse in my hand. Realistically, it's the keyboard that I just can't fucking get. Like, there's too many fucking buttons. I don't know. I'm an old man, I guess. I don't fucking know. But so I played a little bit more of it. And, you know, it grew on me. A lot of the complaints that I had about the specialists, I kind of falled back on a little bit. People in the comments were actually, like, you know, being like, hey, you know, battery has grenade, you can use her. And, like, you know, we're recommending the stim shot instead of body armor. Although, like, even after using stim shot a little bit more, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't notice all that much of a difference between, like, how well I did. Which I guess goes to show, you know, how, like, placebo effect body armor actually is, for me at least. But so today, this is Thursday. This probably isn't gonna go up until tomorrow, maybe even Saturday. They released a recap of all the things that they're going to change from the beta. And one thing that they did talk about was Fog of War. And if you watched my last video, Fog of War was probably the thing that I think I probably had the biggest problem with in the entire game. Like I could deal with specialists for a little bit. I could deal with body armor and the health bars over everyone's names. Like I could deal with all that shit. It was really the Fog of War that just ruined, you know, stealth gameplay for me. The big thing is, though, it's no longer 360 degrees, which was my biggest things, and what I think a lot of people kind of agreed on was it really shouldn't, you know, reveal stuff behind you. Like that's kind of bullshit. And so now it is a cone that is, I guess, 180 degrees, or, you know, 100. Someone said like 120 is like your field of view, like standard on console. So, you know, it would be that. And that now the 360 degrees, it will be a perk. It'll be on, I guess, Team Link, which leads me to believe that Team Link is now going to be even more overpowered and kind of a crutch than it already was during the beta. I mean, as is, during the beta, I don't think I really touched on it at all. The perks, honestly, were completely fucking useless, besides Team Link. That was the only perk that I found any tangible use for. Especially with, like, the stupid changes to Fog of War, where, like, there is no point to Ghost anymore, because the fucking UAV is 20 seconds long and it sweeps 4 times. Which, I don't know why the fuck we aren't talking about that. The UAV is 20 seconds and it sweeps 4 goddamn times. It's fucking atrocious, and it takes 6 kills to get. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. I'm digressing. The main change is that there is now a cone, so you can only see what's in front of you, but also as like a secondary change, if you appear on someone else's Fog of War, you're gonna get some kind of HUD notification. Now, I don't believe they've like actually said what this is like, but I'm imagining, you know, something similar to Sixth Sense, or I'm sorry, not Sixth Sense. What the fuck is in here? Instincts, where like it lights up when someone's looking at you, which sounds like a good thing, right? That seems, you know, that's fair. But as far as, you know, nerfing the Fog of War so that Ghost users can be a little bit more viable, it completely misses the entire fucking point. And I've seen like a lot of people like misunderstanding what like I'm talking about and what like a lot of other people on Reddit are talking about, and like just talking to us like we're fucking idiots because we don't understand a very specific thing. So what's happening right now is I'm running through the fucking map. How the fuck was I somewhere that could get sniped? What the fuck? How did you? Okay, cool. Actually, this is the perfect goddamn map to test this thing on. Say that this guy, God fucking damn it. Let's just say this guy is shooting at me. He's, you know, I'm over here. I'm fucking firing at this motherfucker. And so I don't see this guy at all. He sees me, though. He is in my cone. He's sneaking up on me. He's about to fucking knife me, whatever. I'm going to get some kind of a notification that tells me, hey, there's a guy somewhere looking at you. Now, I assume that won't be directional, because that might be really, really overpowered. But, you know, okay, I'll know this guy's here. I can fucking kill him, right? But that works both ways. So, like, if this guy is here, he's shooting at, I don't know, fucking Baseball McGee, or he's trying to, like, take that dude's dick off. If I'm sneaking up behind him, you know, flanking, as you do, when I get within a certain, you know, distance of him, that he now shows up on my Fog of War because I'm looking at him, he's going to get a notification saying, hey, someone's looking at you, and he's going to turn around on me the way that you already are being turned around on constantly in Black Ops 4. Like, it doesn't solve anything. Like, since MW2, they have gone so far, like, out of their way to get rid of things like sound whoring. And instead of, for this game, making it possible to sound whore again, they just completely took the training wheels off, and now everyone can not even sound whore, just visually whore. They can just, like, I guess they're just regular whores at that point. They're just, you just know at all times if someone is staring at you. And so that, you know, I'm kind of worried about that. Obviously, I don't know what the HUD indicator is going to look like, if it's just going to be like a little blip, like right now, like I have Mountain on, or Flanker maybe. So like when I have Flanker on and I'm running around and I'm hidden from the UAV, up in my mini-map, my triangle is transparent. However, the second that I stop, it becomes solid again. That means that I'm now on the radar. If it's something small like that, I can definitely see that, you know, working. But if it is something like Instincts, where it lights up your entire screen every time that you're, you know, in range of somebody, it's gonna get real old real goddamn fast. I will say, after playing Black Ops 4 and then like going back to an older Call of Duty, even like I was playing the Black Ops campaign earlier, like the OG Black Ops, and I'm constantly just pressing L1 to fucking to regen. I just did it right there as an example, and I stunned myself because I'm a fucking idiot. One other thing that they said they were doing in the patch notes were body armor no longer will deflect damage, it will reduce it. Which, like, I understand what that means. Like, I know what those words mean, but I don't know how that's going to translate and, like, how that's actually going to change body armor, you know? At the end of the day, it always comes down to, like, oh, it just takes one more bullet to kill, you know, this person with body armor. I don't know if that's actually going to change at that point, you know? It seems like we're just kind of arguing semantics almost. You know, I don't want to play this fucking map. I don't like it. One thing I do want to say about this game, just while like I'm looking at it, I made a video like, I want to say like within a month of the game coming out, and I was I was complaining really, and I was talking about how in this game you don't have all that many playlists. Like I think it was like we only really had this tab and the hardcore tab at the time, where like it's just like, you know, TDM, war, domination, search, da 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 da. It's like just these very generic, like, you know, game modes, and no like actual playlists either. Like everything is like one game mode, you know? So I do want to give a little bit of credit to Sledgehammer for adding, you know, party games. We have, you know, some nice, you know, party games, including Headquarters 24/7, which I forgot was even in this game until this very goddamn moment. And then under featured, we no longer have, I think it was just Carentan at the time. Like, we have Carentan still, of course, but we also have Shipment, we have Ground War, both types of Ground War. We have this, you know, Sandbox because it's, you know, part of the event, and then we have Horde Point, which I believe is also part of the event. Now, what I do find strange, though, is on this thing, we have Leprechaun Mosh Pit, but under public game, I'm not seeing Leprechaun Mosh Pit. So I'm going to play it and see if it's an actual, yeah, no, it's an actual lobby. Yeah, Dom on Valkyrie, let's do it, I guess. One other thing was they were saying that the UI, which is another major complaint that I had, you don't have to use the cursor in the actual build. You'll be able to use the D-pad. So something similar to, I believe Warframe does that, where it has a cursor, but you can also, you know, swap to your D-pad and just, you know, do whatever. So I'm glad they're giving us that choice. One kind of nitpicky thing that I'm really not a fan of is still the health bars over everyone's, you know, head. If we could just have an option, you know, in the settings to turn that off, that would be greatly appreciated. Just because, well, I can see why they want that for you know, game modes like, I don't know, Heist. In like something like TDM, like there's never been a point, like I said in the video, there's never been a point where I'm shooting at someone and I need to know how many more bullets they're gonna take. Like, you know, you just shoot until they die. You shoot until you get the plus 50 or plus 100 or whatever the fuck game mode you're in. And, you know, you call it a day. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know where the fuck B is on this map. Was I staring at B or was it somewhere else? It seemed like they were just chilling on it. Oh no, B's in here, isn't it? Oh fuck, dude, I forgot about that. Oh, this dude's shooting at a leprechaun. I thought I could slide. Did we get it? I don't know if we got it or not. That is one really good thing about, this thing shouldn't be here. This tree, Am I going fucking insane? Has that tree always been there? What the fuck? Is this like the Ardennes thing? Are they just adding trees everywhere? Or am I going crazy? I might be going fucking insane. I'll check a video. We have a video in a, what was it, terrorist hunt? That tree does not look like it should be there. But like, holy fuck, dude. I'm going crazy. Hang on, I gotta pull this up. Nope, that tree is definitely there. I'm just going fucking insane. Pardon me. I swear to God, I've taken 2 sips of that beer since I put it down. That's the only one. Jesus fucking Christ. Now, one thing that, you know, playing through Black Ops 4, like I said, the perks were pretty much useless, I found. And so it felt like it put a lot more emphasis on your attachments and your, you know, the gun itself that you're putting on that class. And so, like, I found myself running a lot of classes, no secondary, no perks. I would have special issue ability, R1 ability, and then either stim shot or body armor, and then just load my, you know, primary, whatever the fuck it was. If it was an ICR or a fucking, what was that? It wasn't an AUG, it was a ABR. Just load that thing up with operator mod, whatever attachments I feel like. And that was a vibe that I got early on in World War II's beta, was that they were putting a lot more emphasis on your gun than your perk. I guess in this game specifically because there were no perks. It's just so you pick one and they kind of pick them all for you, you know? And so I'm getting a very similar vibe out of Black Ops 4, and that seems like the direction that Call of Duty is heading, in that, you know, it's entirely dependent on your gun, not necessarily your perks. Because, like, when I think back to, like, you know, NW2, like, your perk combinations actually really fucking matter. Like, you know, a perk like Commando was in itself a goddamn weapon. Like, you know, when you had stopping power, in COD 4, you know, Juggernaut, you know, where, you know, in MW2, you had to make that decision between stopping power, cold-blooded, hardline, danger close. There might have been another one. If there was another one, it probably wasn't useful. And then, you know, Scavenger was a huge deal because you could live fucking forever in that game, or at least it felt like. You know, it's not like here where, like, even if you're doing well and, you know, you get a 7 or 8 kill streak, like, you're still dead within 2 minutes. It felt like you needed Scavenger to keep going, especially with, you know, your equipment, you know, being replenished and all that. They just made perks really, really overpowered in those games, and for a while that was the meta, and it feels like we're completely getting away from that. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing or even that it's a good thing. I'm just, you know, I'm making note of it, I guess. Anyway, you know, I think I'm just gonna end it there. You know, a short little video. I just wanted to talk about Fog of War a little bit and, you know, whatever other fucking changes they're making to it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you never miss a shitty little video from us. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. So see you guys. Peace.